Hey everyone, Andrew here, excited to share some updates that we made to our Pristine value areas and MGI TradingView indicator. If you're interested in this indicator and our full suite of tools, go ahead and visit tools.pristinecapital.net for more information and to subscribe. So here are our release notes and the two primary updates that we made. One is we added historical MAX values, and then the second is we added some new alert conditions. So let's dive into the first one, and that is adding these historical MAX values. Now, MAX is a moving average extension, and this was a concept that was popularized by Jeff Sun on Twitter. So shout out to him for bringing that to the trading community. The moving average extension. It is the ATR percent multiple from a user-defined moving average. Now, you can always see the MAX value in our table, but now if you double click, we added this setting. If you go to the ATR percent extension configuration section within the tool, you can click show historical MAX values. Now what this is going to do is it's going to add a label on every single daily bar. And this saves you from going to the replay feature if you want to see like, hey, on a particular trading session, what was the MAX value? Now, this is going to be super useful if you want to do research on stocks and refine your entries. So I'm going to give you an example. SNDK, this is the top stock in the S&P 500 year to date. Now, if you're going off of, let's say, a historical logic, like I don't want to buy any stock if it's trading at an MAX above 4. That's too extended from the 50-day simple moving average. I'll wait for a better entry. If we actually look back at SNDK and we look to the beginning of the trading year, let's go back to when this stock first broke out above its monthly value area. And that was, as you can see, it was January 2nd, we had that breakout. Let's zoom in a little bit. And if we hover over this, we can see the MAX was a 3.3. That was the day of the breakout. Then even on this candle right here, when we got a surge of relative volume into the stock, we had a real breakout above this level from November 12th. Now, if you look at that candle, it's pretty huge. This is a big breakout. And the MAX on that day was 7.3. You might actually look at that and be like, hey, I'm not buying this stock. It's already at a 7.3. But if we look from the day of that 7.3, we can actually go in here. I'm going to use this price range tool and we can measure. So if you look, if you bought on that close within just a few weeks or maybe about a month, there would have been the opportunity for a 106% return. So if you use that simple logic of like, I'm just not going to buy if the MAX is extended, you might actually miss out on some of the biggest leading stocks. So this is really just research that I want to do to become better at entering stocks myself and taking advantage of leaders. And I thought you might be interested in it as well, which is why we added those labels. You don't want to keep these labels on your chart at all times, like it becomes so noisy. So you can just go back in here and toggle off show historical MAX values. Now, the other update that we made is we added more alert conditions. So if you ever want to set an alert, you always just right click on the chart, add alert on crude oil. And let's say we see like, okay, there's a VPOC coming up. It's at 82.14. It's 3.9% away from the current price. I want to add an alert if crude oil gets there. Maybe I'll initiate a short position, or maybe if I'm long crude oil, I'll take a target on my position. We can actually go in now. And if you ever want to set an alert based on our indicators, you would just change this condition field. And you're going to go to our value areas indicator, and you're going to select. Now, we always had these alert conditions: bullish and bearish, 80% rule, value area breakouts, value area breakdowns. But now we added these three conditions: active point of control test, golden point of control test, and VPOC takeout. So if we wanted to add an alert, we could just click here, VPOC takeout, and we would hit create. Now, important to keep in mind, You could also, you don't have to use that specific alert condition. You could always just eyeball the chart, see, okay, the VPOC is at 82.14, and you can always add the alert based on price as well. So those are the primary updates we made to our indicator suite. We have plenty of more things that I want to update within the tools. I really just want to keep making them better for myself and for all of our users. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you're interested in getting access to our TradingView indicators, definitely just visit this link down here. It is tools.pristinecapital.net. And my cat is trying to make his little cameo over here. All right, everyone, take care.